Alright, what's up guys? So I'm Thomas from Jack Do Movies, and I just got out of Men in Black International. This movie is mind-blowing, you guys, alright? So I'm going to talk about it in this review, so let's get right in. So I got out of Men in Black International about 30 minutes ago. I got home, and I had to talk about this movie. I won't probably be posting this to YouTube, and I will definitely, do something about it. But anyway, I just got to talk about it, and I don't even have any notes for this, just freeball on it. So overall, what did I think? It was awesome. It was great. I really thought that it did justice to the old ones, okay? That was the one thing I was worried about going into this movie, is will it do justice to all the old Men in Black movies? The original trilogy, Tommy Lee Jones, Will Smith. Will it do justice to that? It did, okay? It honored it in a way that was really cool, but it also told its own story without relying a lot on the old ones, which was perfect. That's exactly what I wanted it to do going into the movie. So, also another thing it did is it had it perfectly cast, like down to the Liam Neeson, Chris Hemsworth, Tessa Thompson. It was amazing. Perfect cast for this sort of movie. And there were even a few cameos that I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, They put that person in there. And another thing that I like that they didn't reveal enough they didn't reveal too much in the trailer. I thought when I watched it, I was like, oh, this is pretty revealing, but not really. Okay, there's a lot of plot that goes on that you don't see much in the trailer, and it's amazing. Another thing is, so the VFX in this movie. I think I'm just going to talk about the VFX for a minute, because the VFX in this movie were amazing. There was one shot, where I just sat there and just looked at it. I had to go to the bathroom. In fact, I was getting up to go to the bathroom, and this thing happened with a shot, and I just stood there in the middle of the theater because I was like, that is awesome. And then I went to the bathroom, but it was so cool. And then there's this part at the beginning where you see these two actors on the screen together. And I don't want to say it's like the passing of the torch, but it was so cool. You're like, seeing these two actors on screen together just makes me want to go back and watch all of their movies. Both of their movies. And I probably will actually soon. But I just sat there and I watched those two people. I sat there and I watched those two people look at each other, and I was like, I'm in. What do you... There's nothing to talk about. This movie's awesome already. Story. I want to talk about the story because it's like you did a really good job at telling a new story. The first three Men in Black movies, they kind of repeated the same notes, I'm not going to lie, but overall, this was like a different story. It had a great twist. I mean, I'm not going to talk any more about the twist until maybe a spoiler-free review, probably not. Maybe Jack will do a spoiler review. But there was this one part where you're like, this is mind-blowing. Like, they don't want you to know about it until you find out about it, and that's all. And all the alien stuff was on point. I mean, for real. Okay, so it's time to talk about the characters. So, Chris Hemsworth honestly was hilarious in this movie. I think that if you give him the right part, he can play a serious dude like 12 Strong, or he can play a hilarious role like this. Tessa Thompson, she's never really been my favorite. She was probably better in this movie than she was in any other one. And okay, so the little green dude. I need to look up who voiced him. He was hilarious. It's like every time he was on screen, you laughed your face off. I mean, every time. No, like when they first introduced him, you laugh. Even though that part, I don't even know if it's made to be funny, but it was hilarious. And then there was Liam Neeson's character. Liam Neeson is, I don't even know if underrated is the right word, but he is a good actor, man. His acting in this movie was amazing. And the character arcs, okay? So, the character arcs in this movie were great. There was one main one. Chris Hemsworth's character has an arc from the beginning to the end. And you think his arc's going somewhere, and then it just kind of turns and goes somewhere else. And maybe that was my mind that was thinking it was going somewhere, and it went somewhere else. But I thought it was. And I thought where it went was great. Both ways could have been good, but I thought where it went was amazing. Now, it's time to address the haters of this movie. So people have said that, that they didn't have Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth charisma that was in Thor Ragnarok. Okay, I never really thought that they were great together in Thor Ragnarok anyway, kind of a confession. I mean, they had some good jokes, but they weren't like the best pair in that movie. And I think that they're about the same as Thor Ragnarok here. They're both funny. They have some funny jokes. Most of the jokes come from the little green dude, though. Most of the ones that really land. But yeah, and now there's jokes. This was a comedy, okay? I mean, the old ones were a comedy, but this one I felt like had a little bit more. But there was also a really good serious side to it. There was kind of a darker side near the beginning where I was like, I'm not sure if you should take a kid to watch this movie because this dude is getting melted alive. But, you know, that kind of stuff happens, tonal issues sort of thing. There wasn't really much to say besides that. I mean, it was a good movie, and I'm actually going to do this thing now where I say, like, catchphrases for every movie. So, you know, like when there is an ad, it says, like, amazingly awesome sort of thing. The critics say this. Well, I'm going to say this. It was lusciously entertaining. If you want to go have an entertaining time, but you also want to see a great story, and you also want to see a great sci-fi movie, go check out Men in Black International. It's really good. Go watch it. So now it's time for Thomas and Jack to Movie stuff. We have an Instagram account now. You should definitely go check it out. From now on, we'll be posting stuff over there, updates, video updates, updates about our lives. If we won't be able to post videos, we'll let you guys know over there. So go follow. If you don't have an Instagram account, make one. Go follow us over there. And check out Meadows I-44 if you need car parts. They are in Springfield, Joplin, Branson area. Go check them out. They're on I-44 as their name says. I'm Thomas Jack Do Movies. Go check out Men in Black International. Peace out.